Sound speeds, and I promise this is not a clickbait title, but I know what you're thinking. What in the world could this guy possibly say that is so interesting that I need to watch this video before I buy an AT2035? Let me dangle a carrot here for a second and I'll set it up for you. The AT2035 is a microphone in the 2000 series Audio-Technica microphone line, and it is one of three, as of now, large diaphragm condenser microphones that falls within that 2000 series. The other two being the AT2020, which is priced around $100, and the AT2050, which is around $225. Now, the AT2035 is priced right near the middle at $150. So what in the world does this have to do with anything? Many microphone comparison websites and YouTube channels consider the AT2035 to be the best-sounding large diaphragm condenser microphone in the Audio-Technica 2000 series microphone line. Now, why would this be? You can easily imagine at a price point $50 more than the AT2020, it's sounding better. But what about the 2050? It's a multi-pattern microphone and there's more to it, yes, but you would expect for $75 more, it would sound better, right? Well, not really, if you know the secret behind that microphone. This is the Audio-Technica 2035. It is a large diaphragm condenser microphone with a cardioid polar pattern and no others. It also has a 10 dB pad and a low frequency roll-off. But if you're watching this video, chances are you already know all of that. So why am I mentioning it? What if I told you there was a name brand microphone, just as name brand as this Audio-Technica, with almost the exact microphone specifications, and you can see for yourself below, that sounds almost the exact same and is made better for less money? Curious? Well, don't take my word for it. Let's give it a listen. I know what you're thinking. Why am I hand-holding these two large diaphragm condenser microphones, right? I know what you're thinking. Why am I hand-holding these two large diaphragm condenser microphones, right? Well, the reason is because I can adjust them on the fly as I see fit. Currently, they are 4 inches away from my mouth. But I can easily adjust to 6 inches. As simple as that. So right now, they are 6 inches away from my mouth. As simple as that. So right now they are 6 inches away from my mouth, and this is the way I sound talking into them. Notice that both of them are square to my mouth, but off axis slightly. And an even distance away from my mouth they are. And I can tell because I'm looking right at them. Now let's engage the proximity effect. And let's hear how it is too close to my mouth. You're getting a lot of extra bass response that normally my voice doesn't have. So tell me, how much different do you really think these microphones are? Oh wait, I almost forgot the noise floor test. Have I piqued your interest? I thought so, so let me set this up for you. At the time of this video, Audio-Technica sells 2000 series microphones. That is a model number starting with a 2, followed by 3 digits, like the 2020, or the 2035, or the 2050, like we've already discussed. But they also sell for a few $100s more premium microphones in the 4000 series microphone line. For example, the AT40, following the same exact formula. But what they do not sell anymore is the 3000 series microphones, like, for example, the AT3035. This microphone was priced between the two price ranges in the 2000 series and the 4000 series, and Audio-Technica a few years ago decided they were going to get rid of the 3000 series and either do one of three things with the microphones. Either get rid of the model number altogether, raise it up to a 4000 series microphone, or lower it down to a 2000 series microphone. Well, they realized that with many of the microphones in the 3000 series, they weren't worth saving because there was another option that was either priced slightly below or slightly above and was almost as good. But with the 3035, they said, this is really too good to get rid of. So what can we do? We obviously don't need to take it up to a 4000 series microphone and suddenly charge more for it. So why don't we take it and make it a 2000 series microphone and simply replace some of the more premium parts with less expensive parts? Therefore, this microphone right here is basically a more premium version of this microphone right here. And aside from the color that's silver and the fact that the diaphragm is a little bit higher in the 3035, you're not going to really be able to see much of a difference. But it does exist in the specifications and in the actual build quality. If you held both microphones in your hands blindfolded, you would swear they're the exact same thing. They feel the same, they are weighted the same, the grills give just as much on one as it does the other, and even the screws on the microphones themselves holding them together are the same. So it's all about the electronics inside, and the fact that this microphone retailed for $350 and is no longer being sold in stores, but this one is for $150, tells me that you might be able to get a good deal on this microphone in the used market, like I did. This microphone is one I bought for $75. Half the price of this one. And I bet you could probably find a good deal on it as well. Some of my favorite websites to find used microphones online are websites like Craigslist or eBay. No surprise there, right? We've all heard of those. But what about going to Google, clicking on shopping, and then typing in the model number of the microphone you're looking for? In the search results, you'll find different shops selling that microphone online. Some of the listings may be old, but most of them are going to be current, and you have a pretty good chance of finding a great deal on a used microphone. You can also go to Guitar Center's website and look through their used gear. Or maybe another company like Music Go Round. There's local versions of those stores all over the place, and they sell a lot of different microphones. But then there's also the mom and pop shops that you might have near you. Music stores, sound shops, whatever you want to call them, they may sell used gear and you could probably get a pretty good deal on them. If you buy a used microphone online, give it a thorough testing once it arrives. And if you have any issues at all with it, contact the seller immediately and let them know your issues with it. If you have the ability to record a video with synchronized sound, then consider doing what I did in this video. That is, taking a working microphone and cable, talking into them, and then without cutting, hot swapping the microphone with the defective microphone and give them a test. That way they can hear it live on a cable that was working. I know you can hear that. This is muffled. Sometimes you can pick up like a radio station or something. Both eBay and PayPal would have had my back if I demanded a full refund for this defective microphone. But considering that I got such a great deal on it, I asked the seller if he would cover the repair if I sent it to AKG. He agreed, so now I have a completely rebuilt AKG C535EB, and it sounds great. If you're buying a used microphone from a local music store or an individual that you bought through Craigslist, take with you when you go to meet them a set of working headphones, a working XLR cable, and some sort of a portable recorder, and give that microphone a really good testing before you pay for it. That said, if you still want to buy a new AT2035, then by all means do it and get that factory warranty. As a matter of fact, please consider buying it using the affiliate link down below because I'll get a small referral fee for sending you there. Or you can buy the old school gray version, the AT3035, made with premium parts, and probably you can get it cheaper than a brand new one of these things. Regardless of what you decide, thank you for tuning into this episode of Sound Speeds, and be sure to tune in the future for more informative money-saving tips and sound advice. Have a question you'd like answered or want to add something? Be sure to write it in the comment section down below. You can also make a suggestion for future topics of discussion. Again, comment section down below, or you can email me at soundspeeds@yahoo.com. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss out on future sound advice.